Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Talk CFL podcast, episode number 660. I'm your host, Christopher Jones, coming to you from Abbotsford, British Columbia. We are down a podcaster tonight. Charles has taken the night off. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He just doesn't want to play podcasts tonight. So we're doing that. So we just went through a wonderful week of football. As wonderful as it can be when BC Lions lose, because that sucks. But anyhow, we're going to carry on and we're going to go review the games from last week. We're going to preview the games coming up. We're going to talk some football. We're going to talk all sorts of wonderful things. And let's get to the panel. And first up, William MacDonald from Calgary, Alberta. How you doing, William?
I am good. It was lots of good football this past weekend. We saw at least two really good games and a third and fourth that weren't bad. So, I think the motto for the CFL this year should be no defense. Let's just score points, baby.
That's pretty much what's happening. And it's not always the same teams, right? Some teams
it's not.
Some teams have great defenses one week and other weeks they suck, and it's just going back and forth like a yo-yo. There is no method or madness to our picks. Because
you
can't legitimately pick a team to win this year and expect them to actually do it. Although Michael seems to just keep picking the Elks and he thinks they're going to do it, and they just seem to keep doing it. Speaking of Michael,
might I add that Michael didn't pick the Elks last week?
I know, that was funny as hell.
I thought he liked that team. Oh my Lord, traitor.
No.
Fucking bandwagon jumper, eh? Michael Dennis, Portland, Oregon. How you doing? How's our token American on the panel?
Obviously, I had a great weekend last weekend. I was partying really hardy from the moment the game was over, and it was just it's just been good football all weekend. I enjoyed even the bad games. I enjoyed them. So I'm good.
I don't think there's such thing as a bad CFL football game, is there?
No.
No, I don't think so. We're not going there. Okay. Rose Henry, Edmonton, Alberta. Edmonton Elks fan.
Hello.
Sorry about your roof.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too.
Is this one of those infamous Edmonton tornadoes that went through there, or was this just a big ass storm?
Well, it was interesting because our tiles were all on our pool deck, which is almost directly behind our house, and they were from the front, but there was several that were about 100 yards away. So I said something, and it's a shingle, like it's heavy, so something made that thing fly.
So you got some shingles in your swimming pool. Jesus, that sucks.
I think we just had one, but
there you go.
Out of the 15 that ended up on the deck.
That'll learn you.
Yeah.
Okay. Scott Morledge, Regina, Saskatchewan, our token green Mimi. How you doing, bud?
It was a good weekend, good football games. This week is shaping up. The weather has been absolutely beautiful here, so I can't complain about that. I'm looking forward to another good weekend of football.
Excellent. Okay. So should we jump right in? Does anybody have anything interesting they want to talk about before we get going, or are we just going to dive right into the games? Dead silence. You're supposed to say, no, come on, let's go talk about football. Let's do something.
Well, I want to talk about one thing, but you might be mad at me when I say this, CJ. I'm thinking.
Have I ever been mad at you?
Cody Fajardo for MOP, baby.
We do not talk about MOP before Labor Day because it's just stupid. Okay.
Cody,
but if you average out all of his performance over all 6 games, all of a sudden it doesn't look as spectacular.
Well, it does look spectacular because there's 6 wins. That's all that matters.
Uh-huh. Chad Kelly won doing that.
He has 2 yards or 2,000 yards. 6 wins, baby. That's it.
I do believe Chad Kelly went 16-2 one year too, as well, right?
Yeah, that's when he won his MOP.
And then shit the bed in the playoffs. I do recall that. Okay. So we had 4 football games this week, starting Thursday night, one on Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, we had 4 straight days of football. The first one up was the Edmonton Elks went into Regina and slapped the Riders around. It's actually fun when you get to do that. Okay, I don't really care what team in the CFL gets to do that, but if anybody goes into Regina and slaps the Riders around, it's a good day. Okay. Unfortunately, Scott doesn't think that, but that Mike should be jumping. Where's the smile, Mike? You got no smile on your face. It's like going
I
downhill.
wouldn't say
around the
slapped
corner.
around on a 2-point loss.
Nope, I wouldn't.
Hey, if you can win in Regina, period, that's slapping them around, okay? Because that's not
that's
an
fair.
easy feat to do.
No, you're right. That's a fair point.
That's not an easy feat to do, man. Not many people can go in. Not many teams can go into Regina and beat the Riders at home.
I will say, and Mike, don't record this part. That was, in my opinion, Cody Fajardo's best CFL career game ever.
Oh, without a doubt.
He played
was
well.
158.3 quarterback rating.
Yeah, he played well.
However, let's be fair here too. He almost made the biggest meltdown. He had a Cody meltdown in the final 3 minutes of the game when he fumbled the ball and then threw it, but he didn't throw it to anybody, and Saskatchewan got the ball.
Yeah, but you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes.
He looks
Even
stupid.
Cody.
He looks stupid.
Especially Cody.
I'll be honest. When Cody started that last drive, I was sitting there. I'm like, this is where Cody fucks it up, and he drove them far enough to get a field goal. And there was a few Elks fans a few rows behind us, and I went right up to them and I shook their hands. I said, "Good job."
I mean, if you take a look at, the Cody had 510 yards. He had a tremendous performance. Austin Mack and TJ Luther were huge, with each of them having over 150 yards in pass receptions. And that's still despite the fact we did not have a running game. They did not. Saskatchewan was able to hold Rankin. I believe they held him to 39 yards. It was a good game, back and forth. I think to me, I thought that this game was the game of the year. It was intense from the moment.
The problem is that when you key in on one player specifically and figure him out, that opens up other players.
That's what I was just going to say. Go ahead and take Rankin all you want.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind either.
255 yak yards, eh? You got some performance out of your receivers.
Well, my boy Luther in the preseason, we were sitting there watching the game, and my sister and I together. I said, "Who's this 88? Who's 88 again?" She'd say, "Luther." Who's 88? And then by the second one, it was our boy Luther.
Is he a rookie? Is he a rookie?
Here he is. Yeah, like he's new to the CFL.
Okay.
I will say though, it was very entertaining watching Cody Fajardo yet again hit the exact same goalpost as 2019. I thought he knew when he did that. As soon as that happened, and
then what does he do? He goes in the media and barks at the goalpost. I mean, like, is this like standing in a field yelling at a cloud? The old man yelling at clouds?
Yeah, he was having fun with it. After he did that, he was like, "Go ahead, give it to me, crowd. Go ahead."
Oh, they were.
I know.
Yeah, it was the classic reason of why those goalposts need to be put in the back.
Oh, I mean, no, this is exactly why they shouldn't be moved.
Well,
it's only been Cody Fajardo.
We wouldn't be talking about them.
4 inches wide.
Now, Mike, this is not the first problem Cody's had with goalposts, right? He had problems with goalposts. And it seems Saskatchewan always has trouble with goalposts.
And 13 men on the field. I remember something about 13 men on the field.
2009 field goal. Yeah. Okay. If we remember that. I don't know if you know about that story, Mike.
No. No, I
That
don't.
was the
Okay.
absolute best ending to any Grey Cup game ever.
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 It was it.
Montreal goes to kick a field goal, Mike. Last play of the game, and they miss.
And they miss.
But
And what
Saskatchewan
happens?
has 13 men on the field.
Penalty. Montreal gets to re-kick.
And then
For a
kick
field
it.
goal
Yeah, and
and
Mike,
The game is
victory!
over.
Game
Mike,
over.
guess who the special teams coordinator for Saskatchewan was at the time?
Cody Fajardo?
La Police.
I have
No.
Paul
no idea.
LaPolice.
Yeah.
Oh,
La
is it
Police.
Oh
Paul
no!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was an amazing, but you want to know the entertaining part is that since then, that too many men penalty has become such a consistently called penalty that no one even cares about it anymore. Well, at least I don't. I found it humorous.
I actually, we had a guy on the podcast at one time, a Rider fan, and I picked on him about the 13th man, and he hung up in the middle of the podcast, and he
And never
deleted
came
me
back.
on Facebook, and he deleted we never heard from him again on the podcast.
Well,
Yeah,
sorry.
some of them are-
CJ says he's never heard from him again, but he used to call me all the time.
He used to call
Alright.
Will all the time, but yeah,
My
because
Alright.
he was so mad at me for
What was
bringing
his
that up.
name? What was his name? Because he passed away,
He passed away.
right? I remember. I can't remember his name.
My
Shit.
sister-in-law that Christmas, she bought me a rider blanket, and the little piece of cardboard inside, she flipped it around, drew a calculator, and said 12 plus 1 equals the 13th man. I was like, yeah, you little.
We should get your sister-in-law on this show. Absolutely.
She's a Calgary fan.
There you go.
She lives in BC now, so she's a BC fan too. But
So you were
I see.
so you were a little Scotty back in the day of 2009. How did you handle that loss?
it was another game. Who fucking cares? Move on.
Oh yeah,
Just like
right.
any other game. Move on.
That is not the norm for the Rider fans at that time. Okay, it was.
Oh
it
no.
was, no. That
No,
was not the
no,
norm.
still no.
It's
There's some
still
Rider
no.
fans out
I
there
mean,
that if you even say 2000, they will fucking go berserk on you.
yeah.
It's
Or the Paul McCallum missed field goal.
yeah.
Oh.
They're Mike, I've been telling you this for a while now, and it is just true. So a good chunk of Rider fans are just fucking stupid and retarded. You can peg Winnipeg fans and Rider fans all fucking together. They're
Yeah.
fucking retarded.
For the most part, they're inbred banjo picking.
There you go.
We've got
There you go.
We've got Scott, so we can move on.
Okay, so this was
Yeah, I won't bitch and
Edmonton.
whine about it.
Edmonton Elks 36, Saskatchewan Roughriders 34, total of 70 points. William is the sole person that picked Edmonton. He got points for this one, okay? Charles picked up an extra 16. Will got 10. CJ got 26. Mike 24. Scott 28. Rose 22. Friday night's game was the Calgary Stampeders into Winnipeg to play the Blue Bombers. And this went about the way that everybody expected it to be. I did anyhow. Most people did. I don't know what anybody who actually thought Winnipeg was going to do very well in this game at all, unless you were a Winnipeg Blue Bomber fan. Although there was some panel members
You still
on.
think they did well?
Yeah. I think the 30 points flatters the Bombers myself, but anyhow, this was just another game where Calgary kicked ass. They did this against Toronto. They did it against Winnipeg. William, what do you got to say about this game? It was yours.
It was a very frustrating game for me, to be honest with you, because although Calgary's offense was clicking and Vernon Adams broke a CFL record, which was amazing, considering
Most
what
consecutive
he's done in
passes
the
without an
past.
interception.
Yes. And what's his name? Mick, whatever his name is. What's his name? The guy who ran back. McAllister.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
insane.
he came back. Why a team like Hamilton didn't try and sign him when he came back to the league is beyond me. But Calgary obviously know what they have.
He
was
set a
very
record as
impressive.
well, did he not? For the
Yes, he
three
did
different
for
touchdowns.
three. Yes, and that one goes back to the 80s.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And only two other guys have ever done that in CFL history. And I remember both of them. Man, am I old. Anyways,
Yeah.
I didn't like Calgary's defense. There's something with Calgary's defense that I don't know if they're off or what, but a good offensive team, which is not Winnipeg, are going to tear them apart if they don't fix their problems. I.e., they lost to Montreal twice. Montreal has a fairly good offensive team. But there was hope near the end of the game. I think they were starting to adjust, and we'll see what happens. Because Hamilton, you got what's his name's going to be running around. So
There's a gimme
forward.
for you coming up.
yeah,
Okay, so anybody else want to say anything on this, or we're gonna move it?
I think it's just stating the obvious on that one. So
Yeah. Calgary Stampeders 52, Winnipeg Blue Bombers 30, total of 82 points. Everybody picked Calgary. Everybody picked up the 100-point win on this one. Charles got 0, Will got 0, CJ got 2, Mike got 0, Scott 8, Rose got 0. Wasn't a productive game for us in points, but let's see. Saturday afternoon was the Toronto Argonauts into BC. Whoa. Is that ever a big fly? Anyhow, it was the Toronto Argonauts into BC to play the Lions. This was the first CFL game that I got to go to I think since I was in Calgary with Will 9 years ago.
could
Yeah,
I'm
be.
not sure if that I'm
Yeah,
not
but
sure
I
if that's
saw-
correct or not, but it could be.
I
Could
saw,
be.
I saw a picture of you. You fell asleep.
I wasn't asleep. I was working on my phone. I was building business cards for you guys. So I got my BME shirt on. See, my .08. I don't know if you can see the number or not. I don't know. It didn't go away. Anyhow, that's my BME football shirt. It was
Well,
back
now
in the
you're
days when
close,
I
you can
actually
go
used to
more
drink.
often.
What's that?
Now you're close, you can go more often.
Exactly. I plan to go on all the games this year, and we'll see how we do. If Nathan Rourke comes back, I might actually go buy some good seats. Actually, it was an interesting game. It was
where you were sitting. Is that where Charles sits every game?
those are Charles's season tickets, yes, and he's about the 30-yard line, row TT,
Okay.
or I
Which
was
is
TT,
really,
so he would have been
really
SS.
far up there.
Yes,
right?
when you get
Yes.
double digits, it's up there. You're
Okay.
26 plus another 20. So yeah, you're a bit up there. It was a good view of the seat of the stadium. I got no complaints with the seats.
You
They
can
were
actually
quite good.
see the play forming from way up there,
Yes, you can.
yeah,
which is kind of cool.
But because I'm not going to say we were in the end zone, but we were down like around the 30-yard line, that when the play was at the other end, you couldn't see shit.
Oh, okay.
Or at least I couldn't. I got to get some glasses or something. I don't know. Okay, so it was a good game. I enjoyed it. I was not at all impressed with our 4-year backup quarterback, Chase Bryce. I understand why they left him in as long as they did, because he had to at least prove that he couldn't play football. You can't just have this guy on a short rope. You had to let him run out there and hang himself, and he certainly did that. I don't think he's long for the team. I don't see any reason to keep him any longer. He just did not have what it needed to take to do this. And I'm not going to say BC Lions played a great game of football, because they didn't. The defense sucked. There was times where, the receivers were wide open. Like there was nobody near them. Like, let's play zone and ignore the middle. I don't get it. And so it was an interesting game of football. We didn't really run the ball. They did not put the ball in the end zone. I was fairly impressed with Salter, who came on, who was our second string quarterback in the game and third on the season. seemed like a good kid. He did throw the ball. He did stretch the field out. He moved it. We had some ball movement in the last part of the game, and it was quite good. It turns out that this is I lost his name.
Casey Printer's cousin.
Casey Printer's cousin. That's it. I had the Casey. I couldn't remember the Printers. Casey Printer's cousin. Obviously, there's a lot difference in age because what was Casey back in 2004 or something?
I
Tell Mike who Casey Printers is.
Wait,
When
you're
he
saying
came
this
into the
new guy
game,
is Casey Printer's cousin?
Yes. Hang on, Michael. What was that?
when he came into the game, the impression I got is that he has charisma that the team picked up immediately, that they had more belief in Salter. I was impressed with him. I think it's going to be interesting to watch him play this weekend and see how he does.
He took control of the game and he marched. And that's all you can ask for from somebody that's coming in off the bench, right?
But it wasn't garbage time, correct?
It was garbage time and it was what it was. So we're going to see what it is. He's going to go into Winnipeg and he gets the start this week and we'll see what happens.
But when you go with a quarterback like Bryce, why would you not try to get the ball into Butler and try to utilize your running game? Why not?
Because every time Butler touched the ball, he hit a wall. So when you've got a rookie quarterback, you can do more blitzes. You can bring the safety up. You can bring your linebackers close in. You don't expect him to stretch the field very much, so you can tee in on the running game, and that's what the defense did. Okay, they stopped the running game and made him throw the ball, and he wasn't capable of doing that.
Yeah.
But I will
So,
say the game does show that Arbuckle. I like him as quarterback of Toronto. He did a good job.
He won the
I think
Grey
we all
Cup.
did. When Chad Kelly was in there, he was nothing. I would not say he was amazing. He just certainly wasn't. Arbuckle went in there and controlled the game a little bit, and they won it.
Mike
He
Arbuckle
looked better than what he was.
Arbuckle won the Grey Cup against the Dynasty, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah. And that's I mean, BC did not even put the ball in the end zone. 4 field goals. It was
But
just
they were impressive field goals.
They were impressive field goals.
Sean White.
But Sean White, I mean, what do you expect? But he is getting old and he's not going as long as what he used to. So I honestly believe this might be the last year. He said it's going to be the last year if they move the goalpost. Says he's no point in him playing.
Oh, so it is his last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, he's 42 or something like that.
Oh, is he? Well,
Yeah. I think
He's up there.
he's up there, right? I mean,
Let's
isn't
see.
it amazing how BC's had the 3 best kickers in the CFL? It's just wow. Louis
40 years
Pasaglia,
old.
Paul McCallum, and Sean White.
Oh, Louis was great.
Louis was an asshole, okay? I personally, he
On
was
the
a
field, he
dickhead.
was great.
He was great on the field. He was clutch in the field,
I
no
still-
doubt about it.
I
Off the
still
field, he was
think-
a dick.
I still think the BC Lions thinks he was an ass too, because at the 2024 Grey Cup, I'm sitting in seats with my brother, and they're good seats, but I kind of look over, and there's Louis Pasaglia sitting all by himself,
Yeah.
and
Nobody
nobody's
likes
going
him.
near him.
No,
Okay,
nobody likes him.
so-
He's a dick.
Yeah, I guess he must be.
He's just an asshole, okay?
Sean White
so-
turns 41 in October.
Okay, so this was the Toronto Argonauts 26, the BC Lions 12. Total of 38 points. This sucked. Charles and CJ took BC. Oh, so did Scott and Rose. So Mike and William are the only ones that took Toronto. And so Charles picked up an extra 26 points. Will 10, CJ 14, Mike 2. Scott 0.
Can I
Rose
ask, guys,
0.
what was your thought process behind that? I thought that was the easiest pick of the week.
That's what I thought.
I'm
Their
gonna pick
first-
BC no
their
matter what I
first
do.
day
I
at
don't care. I'm just
home.
a fucking homer, okay?
Well, I know that about you. I wasn't asking you, CJ. I know about you. Okay.
Yeah, I
You
mean, I
like
was
the
just thinking their
BC, you
first.
like the BC Lions.
I just thought Toronto's been doing so fucking horribly, and
Yeah,
They have. It's just
I-
BC's
Yeah, but
I
worse.
expected them.
but BC didn't have a quarterback.
BC didn't
See,
have a
here's the
quarterback.
problem. I was thinking about picking Toronto earlier in the day, but I was like, you know what? My picks have not been good so far. I'm gonna reverse it, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
I see.
So I got no good reason for it.
So CJ got. Oh, the next game was the Hamilton Tiger Cats. The Tigers went into Montreal to play the Alouettes. And the Bye Bye Birdies, they did a number on the Ticats. We didn't expect anything different. Although I was actually,
It was
I don't
close
think
for a while.
Trey
He
Ford
hung
did not
with
play a
them.
bad game. Hmm?
The game was close. The game was close until the fourth quarter. It was a very competitive game. I thought Trey Ford, he did all right. He played. He did okay.
He did okay until that very last throw.
Yeah.
And where the fuck that was to, I have no idea, because there wasn't a
Trying to make something
Ticat
out of
anywhere
nothing.
near the guy. And it just boom, here.
That's
Let's just
exactly.
give this one away.
But that's exactly the type of throw of why he's playing for the Tiger Cats and not the Edmonton.
Oh fuck!
Not
I've
playing
seen
with
Pichardo
Edmonton
make those
because he
throws.
couldn't. Edmonton was a terrible team for him because there was no coaching.
these
Oh.
these are Trey Ford stats: 15 to 23 and 164 yards passing.
Well,
Yeah.
Davis Alexander didn't really rise to the occasion and have a typical great game. He only had 187 yards.
It's
The
completely and totally overrated.
difference in the game was
And
Travis
threw his first
Thiessen's.
interception.
Yes. But Travis Thies was just unstoppable. The guy was a beast.
Yeah.
Philpott was a beast. Actually, let's go back to that Calgary game. God damn, was that run by Philpott amazing, eh?
It was nice.
You thought it was
It was
Jalen
very
for a minute.
nice.
Yeah, we thought it was
Pinball.
Jalen.
Tyson.
Tyson is acting like his brother.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
like,
Tyson was
I
acting
can do it
Jalen
too. It's
and-
too much spotlight
I
over
can
there.
do it. Exactly. I
Yeah.
can do it too.
Yeah.
So this was a
Corey was like,
pretty-
"Get your ass in gear."
yeah, it's about time, actually. It's about time you started performing like that. Okay, back to the
Philpott.
Hamilton Montreal game. What's that, Rose?
Philpott only got 32 yards and Thies was 156. So I'm going to say Philpott was pretty much taken care of. Tyson.
Yes.
Sometimes the designated decoy is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When
Yep.
when you
Agreed.
when you double coverage a receiver and you take him out of the game, that usually leaves someone else wide open.
Yep.
And it did, and it worked well for them. I mean, it
So the
was
point-
Hamilton. Their defense is good, but not super strong. Their offense is a little bit on the weak side of things. So we didn't expect much else out of this. Everybody picked Montreal to win, and nobody was disappointed with that. It was the Montreal Alouettes 31, Hamilton 18. It was a lot closer than the score is. Hamilton was going down the field. They could have won the game. Trey Ford had an inopportune pass at the wrong time to the wrong team. And then Montreal came back and punched it in the end zone. So take 7 points off of Montreal and add 7 to Hamilton, and it would have been a different ball game.
Yep.
Completely different ball game. Anyhow, we all picked Montreal. Charles got an extra 30 points. Will got 32. CJ got 16. Mike got 24. Scott 28. Rose with 20. So what happened in week 8? Who was the big winner? William, 452 points. You picked every game, buddy. Well done. Mike was right behind you at 350, 100 points back, but kept the lead in totals. CJ got 2 games right. Wow.
Wow,
amazing.
that's a record this year.
Actually, and you know what? I got more points. No, it's not a record this year. I actually had 3 right in one game, in 1 week.
No way, did you?
Well, I got 312 points in week 16. That might have been just a lot of accumulated extra scores with 2. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
I'd have to go back and look, but I don't want to.
No. Okay.
Although this was the first week that CJ got more points than Rose. Okay.
Trying to fight Rose off, eh? Okay.
Keep her off for the end, okay? Okay, so totals this week. Mike is still maintaining the lead with 2,360 points. Will is 12 points back at 2,348. Charles is a couple hundred back at 2,106. Scott's really down there at 1852. Christopher is down at 1618, and Rose is at 1490. So she's still 130 points behind CJ and back 3 games. I can't believe I suck this year. Okay, so that's that. We'll get into the rank. Where's the rankings? Why don't you put the rankings there? Where does he do that? Did he do that? Hang on. I got to get out of these pictures and see if Sparky gave it to me properly. Yes, he did. He gave it to me in text mode here. So the Let's Talk CFL Pick'em, the league that we have on CFL.ca, where we have 29 players. Mike is now in 7th place, and Willie is in 9th, both with 18 and 12 picks on the year. Charles is at 500 at 15 and 15. Scott is 12 and 18. CJ is 11 and 19. Rose, you didn't get put into it. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
You missed the first 3 games. Okay, so power rankings this week. A few things got changed. Not a whole lot. Edmonton and Saskatchewan flipped places with Montreal staying in 2nd. So we put Edmonton up in the top and Saskatchewan down in 3rd. I don't really think there's any problems with that, but the top 3 teams are the top 3 teams, and I don't give a shit what order they're in. They're just happening right now, and let them be. I did have some issues in the next little run of it, but most people picked them the way that they are. It went Calgary, Toronto, Winnipeg. And we had got a lot of bitching about why Winnipeg is below Toronto, and it was basically because
you're going to get that no matter
who
you put above Winnipeg.
Yeah, and that's kind of it. And so Toronto, Winnipeg, Hamilton, we unanimously put BC in 8th and unanimously had Ottawa in 9th. So there's no big deal there. So we got Calgary, Toronto, Winnipeg, Hamilton. So that was Toronto moving up, Hamilton moving down. Calgary stayed in the same spot. Winnipeg stayed in the same spot, and so did Ottawa. Okay, so power rankings are really a non-issue. That's what it is. Okay, we have 4 games coming up. The first one on Thursday night is the BC Lions into Winnipeg, Princess Auto Stadium. Going to go play with Disney, be one of the princesses. And you okay there, William?
Yep. Sorry, that
Chucking.
came out. It shouldn't have. It
Came out really loud.
Yep, I know. Sorry.
CFL.ca media has picked Winnipeg straight across the board here for a victory. And I got to get out of this. Help me. Help. There we go. Okay, FanDuel has Winnipeg at 7.5 point favorites with an over/under of 53.5. CFL Pick'em has Winnipeg 89, BC 11%. Sparky Calculator has Winnipeg at 56. Winnipeg at 56. And can somebody do me a favor and bring up the CFL our Let's Talk thing and get Charles's picks? And then call them out when I need them. Can you do that for me? And I'll move on.
Yeah, I got them up here.
Okay, what did Charlie pick?
Winnipeg 56.
Winnipeg. He picked 56.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give the 56 to.
Oh no, sorry, I apologize. He picked 55. My bad.
Did he? Okay.
55.
Okay. Winnipeg 55 for Charles. William, what do you want?
Winnipeg 54, because bottom line, BC doesn't have a quarterback.
Okay. I am taking the BC Lions, and I'm going with 52 points because I think our new little Salter's going to go in there, and nobody has film on him, and he's going to go in there and rip the Bombers apart. This might be his only victory this year, but this is going to be it. And I think that's having a rookie quarterback that's never seen the CFL field, and nobody knows anything about him. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge for the defensive coordinators for Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and he got first team reps the entire week, so he might have some synchronicity with the offense, and I'm really hoping that that's exactly what happens, and he comes out and performs. It might be the only time that they were allowed to get away with it. Winnipeg's defense has not been good this year, and I'm kind of excited about that, and I think that BC is going to come out with the victory on this one because of this, only because of this. It might not happen again. And I do like the way that BC's defense has been playing lately. And who's starting in quarterback for Winnipeg Blue Bombers? Drew Brown.
Drew Brown.
Drew Brown.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Zach Collaros was
perfectly-
limited.
Yeah. And this is probably going to be Drew Brown's last kick at the cat. If he does not perform decently here, I think they'll bring Zach back in for the rest of the year. If he actually had performed properly, I don't think Zach would have ever seen the field again.
Do we know what's
But it
wrong
didn't
with
happen.
Zach?
It's
I'm
his
sorry?
Neck injury, allegedly.
It's a
Neck.
neck.
He's got a neck injury.
Okay.
Allegedly.
No, he did. He went out with a neck injury. Does it still hampering him? No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think he is he's a healthy scratch at this point in time. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Michael.
Because of the quarterback situation in BC, there's no way. I've got to pick Winnipeg in 53.
Is this going to be the 1 week that CJ excels past everybody? Boom, bazoom. Okay. Rose, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna take Winnipeg, and can I have 52? You took it, but
No.
you took BC.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna take 48 actually.
You're not a very nice human being, CJ.
It's not because you can't do it because of the opposite team. It's because then the numbers are the same for the extra picks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
I've been always opposed to
Casey
that, but
Printer's
nobody else
cousin
seems to.
against Drew Brown. I think I'll take 48, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, they go for it, Scotty.
I think if Winnipeg loses this game, that whole fucking city is going to riot, to be perfectly honest with you, because that'd be two very embarrassing performances in a row. I'm going to go Winnipeg and 56.
You know, Scott's always saying how Winnipeg fans and Regina fans are alike, and he's
Yes.
telling the truth. So I don't think they'll ever riot and not come to games because there's nothing else to do there.
I didn't say not.
Just like in
I
Regina.
didn't say anything about not going to games after that, but they will riot for that night.
I doubt it. That's a
so do you-
Vancouver thing. That's a
think that-
Vancouver thing.
do
It's
you
a
think
hockey
there'll be
thing in Vancouver.
Regina doesn't riot. Winnipeg doesn't riot. Come on.
Do you think there'll be a coaching change in the defensive coordinator position if they lose
Where?
Where in Winnipeg?
in
In
Winnipeg?
In Winnipeg?
Oh,
No.
No.
who is
No.
their defensive coordinator?
That guy.
don't
There's a guy, and then Richie Hall is still there.
Richie Hall is still his
Helper.
consultant.
Yeah.
Consultant.
Oh my God,
He's
as old
Richie
as I
Hall
am.
trained. So
The
Can we
guy.
just fire Benavides before the game?
no, I don't think Benavides is the problem right now.
Yes, he is.
I think
Yes,
the
he is.
GM is, to be honest.
Well, I don't know about that either. I'm thinking no Nathan Rourke makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay,
he
the
only won one game this year, so
This is true.
that's all
So
I'm
what do
saying.
we got? We got are we 4 days? No, we're 2 games on Saturday, aren't we, this week?
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
Friday night football game is the Montreal Alouettes going into Ottawa to play the Red Blacks. Go Red Blacks, go Red. Yeah, where are they gonna go? I'm not sure. So CFL.ca media has picked Montreal straight across the board. FanDuel has Montreal at 6.5 point favorites with an over/under 61.5. That's pretty high score. CFL Pick'em has Montreal at 93, Ottawa 7. And Sparky Calculator has Montreal at 61. Sparky has Montreal at 61. What is Charles doing here, Scott?
Montreal and 52.
He took 52.
That's what he wrote.
52. What an asshole. That's kind of my
Yep.
score.
I thought your
Okay.
score was something else.
I'm doing 52 and 62 this year. So it depends on whether it's going to be a high scoring game or a low scoring game. And it's Ottawa's in there. I would have gone on the low side of things, but I'm going to go on the high side of things and go 62. It's going to be that's on the over side of things, but barely. And so yeah, we'll see what happens there. I honestly, to me, I've said it all along. I've said it all year. I think Davis Alexander is grossly overrated, and we'll see whether or not he can actually perform against Ottawa, because he's gonna have zero resistance. He's gonna have zero resistance here.
God.
So, okay, Rose, what do you want to do here?
You know what? I'm going off script. I'm going Ottawa and 54. No,
Fuck
the
off.
reason why
You just don't
is
want
because
points.
Montreal in the
No,
last
I'll
game
listen.
didn't
I'll
look
listen
very
to your
good.
reason. I'll listen to your reason. What is it?
Thank you, Will. Montreal didn't look very good against Hamilton, and they're not good. And then what is it, 2 weeks ago, they played Ottawa and they beat Ottawa by 2 points in Montreal. I think they're making a resurgence.
So this is going to be the Red Blacks' first victory. We
Yeah.
got 0-7 right now, and
That
Right.
would be humorous. That would be
it would be
humorous.
it would be hilarious. Okay,
And in Rose's defense, Jake Mayer does win at least 2 games a year. Just
We
saying.
don't know if
You know what
he's
the
in
funny
there.
thing
Maybe
is that
it's MBT.
for Ottawa to win this year, they have to play somebody other than Ottawa, right? Because pretty much Ottawa is the gimme for every team out there, right? So
I wouldn't be shocked if she's right.
I would be, because you know what that would mean? Because I picked BC in the Winnipeg game. If Winnipeg wins and then Ottawa wins, Rose is ahead of me.
There you go.
Rose will be
That's why
ahead
she
of
picked
me.
it that way, because she's like, if I lose, I'll catch up anyways, and if I win, ha ha ha.
Okay, what's the score, Rose? You got Ottawa.
I
What's the score?
have
48. She said. No?
no, I said 48 last one. 54.
54. Okay, that's Willie's score.
That's Willie's
Is it?
score.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Willie's
Did
score.
somebody have 52?
Yes, Charles.
Yeah,
Charles.
Let's
Try
go
53 at
55.
53, 53, 53.
53 it is.
55.
going
No,
once, going
55. You
twice.
got 55. It's written down.
Okay, 55.
Jesus Christ. And I'm gonna put Montreal down here at 54 for Willie, because we've already just told Rose that that's what he's got and he hasn't picked it yet. So Willie, is that correct?
Well,
Say it out loud for
well,
Sparky.
I gotta say it out loud for Sparky. Let's see, there was 2 head coaches in the CFL in the last 5 years that made Jake Mayer their starters. Okay. And both of them had losing seasons.
And that
but
won't be any
Ottawa-
difference this year.
Ottawa could come back. You never know. If
Yes, I
every
do.
other quarterback in the
I do
CFL
know.
gets hurt. Let's go with Montreal 54.
There you go. Okay, so I wrote it down correctly. I don't have to change it. Michael.
I would not be surprised that Ottawa would win because Dinwiddie's under a lot of fire right now in that community. They're feeling the heat internally.
I don't think there's any heat in that city.
I think that Jake Mayer can have a decent game at home. He's proven he can throw for 300 yards at home. But I can't go against Montreal and Alexander. It's going to be Montreal in 57.
Mike, there's no way.
I didn't say that. I almost did.
There's no way Ottawa's beat Montreal.
Well, the last time they played Montreal, the score was 35-37 for Montreal.
Yeah,
2 points, baby.
Yeah, but Alexander didn't have a great game.
He doesn't have
Maybe
many
he won't have
games.
a great game this weekend.
He's playing Jake Mayer.
Not directly.
Not there. Yeah, exactly. God.
So this is where I'm at with this is good teams find a way to win, regardless of what you think of them. Montreal finds ways to win.
Yep.
Regardless of what you think about them. I'm going Montreal 53.
And just remember, there's only been one team in the league that's been capable of beating Montreal. And we know who that is.
Was that Toronto or BC or Calgary or Winnipeg? Who was that? Anybody know? Other than Mike?
I think it was BC that beat them.
Oh, was it okay?
I think it was.
Yeah, I kind of molly-whooped them.
Fajardo, MOP Fajardo.
Oh, so it was
yeah,
Regina?
No. BC's only got one victory, and that was against Edmonton.
Right.
We bitch slapped Edmonton. Okay. So the next game on Saturday was the Calgary Stampeders into Hamilton to play the Tiger Cats. And CFL media is not picking the Tigers to win on this one. Straight across the board, Calgary Stampeders. FanDuel hosts Calgary at 4.5-point favorites with an over-under of 60.5. CFL Pick'em has Calgary at 85, Hamilton 11. Sparky Calculator has Calgary. Sparky took Calgary? Calgary at 63. Sparky has Calgary at 60. Did you notice this? This is something that I've noticed and a couple weeks ago for the first time, and it's really kind of bothering me. So when Sparky does the calculations for us and where we are in standings and everything, he does not include himself in that. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't know where he's faring in any of this, and he's like trying to be all
tells us not to go against him.
I'm assuming the Sparky calculator is him.
Of course, it's him, and it's his algorithm
Bullshit,
matrix that he has, this bullshit mathematics calculator that he uses. So this is his pick, but he's doesn't have the balls to put it into our list with us.
He doesn't like to be wrong and put his name on it. Haven't you figured that out by now? And I know you're going to watch COVID. You're going to watch this tomorrow, Sparky, and you're going to get mad at me again. But it's the truth. Okay. I mean, he just doesn't like to do it.
Sparky, post your record in our group.
Put your record into it. You join the team, buddy. You're part of the team.
Better yet, come on the podcast, Sparky. We'd love to have you, buddy.
You're so mean. CJ is good. I've been picking Calgary for the last 3-4 weeks, and I've been losing and losing and losing.
Until last week.
And then I won, and now I'm going to have to pick Calgary again because I can't pick Hamilton. I can't. You know what? I like Trey Ford. I do, but no, I can't do it. Calgary is going to win this game. I am going to go with a, let's see, what's the over under on this one is going to be 60. I'm going to go 62. We're going to go high. I think Trey's actually going to do some good because Calgary doesn't have any fucking defense. What's Charles's pick there, Scott?
He has Calgary and 63. Oh no, that's he has Calgary and 53.
53?
Yeah.
Okay. William, pick your Calgary Stampeders. Who's going to win?
I'm sort of worried about this game. I think Calgary has a very athletic defensive line, and they can't hard charge who because he'll just run past them.
Run away. Run away. Run away.
Okay.
Run away.
But then he makes the big mistake sometimes of throwing the ball, and we know he can't do that either.
Shouldn't do that.
And Calgary's D-backs are, what's that guy? We didn't talk about that bonehead move by the Calgary D-back who intercepted his second pass and then threw it right into the other guy's hands.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I almost put my clicker through the TV, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that.
I was a little annoyed by that. Yes, indeedy. But what are you going to do? Scott's gone.
Disappeared.
You know what? Calgary should beat Hamilton, whether they do or not. Who knows? They've been inconsistent all year long. But I'm going to pick Calgary 54.
Calgary 54. There you go. Mike better get his ass back, or Scott better get his ass back here because I need his pick. Okay, Mike, come up and give me something here.
There's just no way I'm going to go with Trey Ford. It's going to be Calgary 56.
56?
Yep.
Okay, Rose.
Calgary, does anybody have 52?
Yes.
Nope.
52? Nobody has 52. Yep.
I'll take that, please.
Okay, Calgary 52. Scott's not here.
Hamilton has a good defense.
I am here. My camera's just loading back up.
Okay. Then
yeah,
make your pick, bro.
I think Hamilton could put up some points, but
there you
I'm gonna go Calgary and 59.
Calgary at 59. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to take the next game, which I believe is Saturday night. I think there's a doubleheader on Saturday. We've got the Saskatchewan Roughriders into Edmonton to play the Elks. Scott's gone again.
There he is.
He's back again. Look at that. In and out like a yo-yo. We got the Riders playing the Elks back to back. And this is coming up with supremacy for overall first place because, well, we're going to know more because Edmonton has to play Montreal next week, right? So, I mean, this is a round robin with the number one teams here. So what do we got here? We got CFL Pick'em is split on this one with the boys taking Saskatchewan and the girls taking the Edmonton team. We have FanDuel's taken Edmonton at 1.5 with an over-under of 59.5. CFL Pick'em has Saskatchewan at 56, Edmonton 44. Sparky Calculator has Saskatchewan at 58. Saskatchewan at 58. CJ is taking Saskatchewan at where am I going to go? 62. 62 I'm going to go. 62. I'm taking the Riders. What has Charles got happening here, Scott?
Charles is taking Edmonton at 60.
Charles has Edmonton at 60. We're going to let Willie go next and get his 54 on the board.
Before I go any further, I just have a question. I've never had this opportunity to ask.
You have your hand up. Do you have to pee?
I know. I want to ask Rose a question.
Okay.
The question is, when Edmonton and Saskatchewan are playing in your stadium, how do you tell the difference between Edmonton fans and Saskatchewan fans? Because they're both wearing green.
Green.
Well, Edmonton fans have teeth.
That's
a dead giveaway.
Good answer.
Atta girl.
Good answer.
The colors are different.
I like Rose more and more every day we talk to her. Okay. Anyways,
Atta girl.
as much as I would like to think Edmonton's going to do it again, I think.
Put your hand down.
Oh, sorry. I think they're not gonna. You know what? I think they lost last week because they were very emotional over the things that were going on with the player.
Jaden.
And I think they're going to be a little more aggressive and a little more pissed off this week. And they're coming into Edmonton. And Edmonton did go into Saskatchewan and beat them in their own building. So I think they want to probably do the same thing. And it's only, what, a 6-hour drive to Edmonton for Saskatchewan, isn't it? 8 hours? How far away?
Six to seven.
Six. There you
Depends on
go.
where
So
you are.
From
there might be a
Redondo.
lot of, well, there'll be a lot of Rider fans there anyways. So I am going to pick the Saskatchewan Roughriders 54.
Yeah.
Mhm.
54? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're in Leduc or Lloyd or whatever, it's not that far to Edmonton.
Lloyd. Leduc
Lloyd?
is a suburb.
Yes,
What's that?
Leduc is 5 minutes from Edmonton.
Oh,
10
5 minutes. Yeah,
minutes.
I'm the
20
wrong one.
minutes.
Where am I talking about?
Lloydminster is
Wainwright is down there.
Lloydminster.
only 2.5,
Wainwright,
I think.
Saskatchewan.
Wainwright, Lloydminster, those are all Alberta, CJ. Well,
Well, Lloyd
Lloydminster
is
is
both.
both. Yes.
Lloyd's both.
Is Wainwright in
Yes.
Alberta?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's close to the border. That was my rigging
Not
area. I was
really.
in Cactus Lake, Senlac. Anyhow.
Yeah, but you
Doesn't
you didn't know how close they were, CJ, because you had to take a wagon train there, didn't you?
No. No.
Mhm.
I had my big ass Ford back then.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we got 3 people left here. Who wants to go next? Rose.
I want to pick against Edmonton because it works that way. But they're at home.
They're
It's going to
assholes.
be loud.
Did
It's
you
going to
just say
be
they're
loud. There
assholes?
will be Saskatchewan fans there, but they're not going to outnumber the Edmonton fans, I can assure you. And I think I'm going to pick Edmonton.
Oh.
And if I just jinxed them, I'm going to be so pissed.
I'll tell you, there's 3 games this weekend that we're on the opposite side of things, okay? This could go
Oh.
really well for me or really bad. How many points,
And-
Rose?
Did somebody take 60?
60 is
Charles
taken.
did.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to go high because they were high last week. They were 70 last week. Let's go 64.
You can do that.
The other thing I
Scott.
was going to add is there's no way that Cody Fajardo is going to have another game like he had last week. He
There's not
can't
a
do
hope
that
in
2
hell.
weeks. He can't do that 2 weeks in a row.
He can't do that 2 weeks in a row. It's impossible. Scott,
I want Mike to pick first if I can. I'm still
You can do that.
undecided here.
Michael,
I think you're
you
wrong.
always
Will.
look so unhappy, Michael.
Oh, I don't need to.
You always got this frown when you're
I'm
coming
thinking.
down on fucking brain. There's no smoke.
I think that Cody Fajardo is going to have another big game. He's not going to have 510 yards, but if he can not throw any interceptions, he's going to have. If he can have another 400-yard game with no interceptions, we're going to be okay. I think that the Edmonton community is going to rise up this time, and we're going to have some people in Commonwealth that are going to be rooting on the Edmonton Elks. It's a big game for it is a big game for the organization. They've been promoting it this week, trying to get people in the building, and as you notice, Luke Wilson and several other people have been promoting. Come on, Edmonton, get out there and support your team, and I think that they will. So when the weekend's over, we're going to be 7-1. It's going to be Edmonton and 63.
Let's
From your
do
lips to God's ears, my
let's
friend.
do a quick poll of the panel. How many people, put your hand up, who listen to Luke Wilson and believe him?
That makes sense. The Edmonton Homer,
Yep.
the Cody
Luke
Fajardo Homer.
Wilson, he could be from Edmonton if you really wanted to talk about it, okay?
Isaac.
I'm pretty sure he's related to Cody.
Yeah, I think so too.
Either that or they're lovers.
It is just hard for you guys to believe this year. It is hard for you guys to accept the fact that Cody Fajardo is 6-1. Yes, he still makes Cody Fajardo fuck ups, but
He does
he's
so.
still,
You know what,
he's
Mike?
still 6-1.
Mike, you sound like Cody Fajardo. You just said it. Cody Fajardo is 6-1.
Mike,
No,
can
the
I ask
Edmonton
you?
Elks are 6-1, not
Mike, can I
Cody.
ask
not
you a
the
6-1.
Elks.
Can I ask you a question, Mike?
Mike,
Yep.
Which teams mean more, the ones right now or the ones later in the season?
all of them.
All of them.
No.
They all count for 2 points.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
they
Scott.
sure
I
do.
really
I
have
would
a problem with
rather
that.
I would
Elks
rather
last year.
win later in the season than right now.
Yeah, but
100%.
okay,
You know what?
Here's the thing. I'm going to argue on that.
Last year, Edmonton almost caught up because of their shitty start, they were just too far behind, and they were that close.
We
Almost.
Edmonton was 0-7, 0-7. The next year's back-to-back 0-7s, and then last year I believe we were 0-6, and finally we put Fajardo in. And what has been Fajardo's record since he became the quarterback of Edmonton? He's got a winning record, despite the fact
by a lot.
that
Not by a lot.
while it's hard for you guys to understand that he's a former Grey Cup champion, he is a
So is
former
Marcus
MVP.
Crandall.
He's a former MVP in the Grey Cup. He's got 2 rings. You guys just don't give him any credit.
You know what, Mike? I tell you what, I'll give you credit here. This is important for me. I am so happy Cody's playing well because when Calgary beats Edmonton in the Western Final in Edmonton, okay, they don't have much travel time to get back to the Grey Cup. So I'm excited for that. They're not going to be worn out, okay?
Mike, I said something to Rose the other day, and I think this is going to be true. Edmonton overall is not going to get a tremendous amount of respect until they make the playoffs.
I said that too.
I didn't disagree with you.
Win the
man.
playoffs.
That's
Win the playoffs.
I'll even go for get to them right now.
We're going to get to the playoffs this year. There's no doubt in my mind.
I would bet right now they're going to have a home playoff game.
But it's not good enough, Scott.
I don't think I would make that wager, Rose.
It is not good enough for Edmonton to get to the playoffs. It is not good enough. We have to win in the playoffs to change our reputation. Nobody's going to take Edmonton seriously until we win in the playoffs.
100%. That's why they're not getting any respect right now.
I agree.
Cody's having a good year. There's no doubt about it. But what does Cody do when he faces adversity?
No,
And
He
it
does
will
Cody
happen.
things. He does Cody
Yeah.
things.
He
The
did
other
Cody
thing-
things and he won in Mosaic. What do you think he's
So
going to
the
do
other
when
thing
he's
that
down?
Mike doesn't know is for years, Bo Levi Mitchell won. That's all he did was won. And he didn't even
Was
have
win,
a
you
rest of
mean?
his team, apparently.
yeah, but
He
Rose,
took all the credit. Everybody gave him all the credit. And then as soon as he never had that amazing Calgary team, where'd he go? Nowhere.
yeah, but Rose, look at it. Look at last weekend when it got down to crunch time and he fumbled that ball. What did you and I both say? We were sick.
Cody
We
doing
were-
Cody things.
We went, oh fuck.
Cody doing Cody things.
I don't think that quarterbacks win football games by themselves. You need to
They
get
do
to
not.
team
Does.
sport.
No, they don't.
They do not.
We saw that last
You're
week
right.
with Drew Brown.
You're
He
right.
had no O-line.
Yeah.
None.
Oh, Drew Brown was awful last week.
Yeah,
have to
he's
put
just
that
No,
not
the
aside.
O line was awful.
The O line was
That
awful,
too.
absolutely
You-
terrible.
You can't
He
be
was
a good.
running for his life with one steamboat.
Yeah, he looked up.
And
Boom. He
then
was
once again,
being
what
run
we
away.
don't bring up, what we haven't brought up is what's being brought up is they didn't use Oliveira in the fourth quarter,
After that big touchdown run,
which I saw an article saying who's their offensive coordinator
Tommy Condell.
Tommy
said
Condell.
he passed it so they could catch up. They were only behind by 7 points. Are you kidding me? What do
Yeah.
you do, Bert? You run the ball.
Run the
Well,
ball.
In our game note, in the game notes for the other thing that we're doing after this, I did bring up the fact Winnipeg has got a problem that they don't utilize Brady Oliveira correctly. I don't understand why they're not using him better, and it's costing them games. And even
Michael?
now,
Can I interrupt here just for a second? We've had exactly the same discussion for the last 3 years because for 3 years they have not used that man properly. After every game, you are correct. 100% you're accurate. They are not using Brady Oliveira correctly, and they have not done it for the last 3 years. The last 3 coordinators have put him on the bench. He is the best power back in the CFL, and they're underutilizing him.
I think
And I don't think anybody here will argue with you.
I think the offensive coordinator ought to be fired. He ought to be
Well,
fired.
he's been fired. He's used to being
How many
fired.
offensive
Tommy's been fired
coordinators can
lots
you
of
go
times.
through before it's the
Yeah.
head coach's fault?
He's
Yep.
new.
They've already gone through. This is their third in a matter of years.
Yeah, but I will say that after this game, there was concern. I mean, Brady Oliveira called him out after this game.
100%.
I think he's getting a little restless about not getting
Yeah.
the rock.
He said the team had no identity. He didn't know who they were
Yeah.
anymore.
I don't know who this team is. Yeah.
Who?
Well,
No
once
doubt.
again, I've always believed Brady Oliveira thinks he's the solution to every problem. He's a little
Yes.
arrogant. Okay.
Yes,
Just saying.
but he is an answer to a lot of problems.
Yep.
He's not
Once
wrong.
again, when you don't
he
when
just
you
shouldn't
don't
be
have
saying
a
it to the media.
when you don't have a
Yeah.
strong quarterback, run the
That's for
ball.
Cody.
So that's what I said. That's what I said about the BC game. Why didn't BC run Butler more? They should have at least tried with
He
Oliveira.
hit a wall.
And one of the other things is, Mike, I don't think Butler is, like CJ's mentioned 1,000 times, he's not a power back. I don't think he's a 25 game possession guy every game.
No.
He's going to break down too easy.
Yeah, he's not. He can't hit the hole hard. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got to find the seam and go, and
But he's a
that's
scat
hard to
back.
do.
Yeah.
And when you're going to pound the ball up the middle, like Brady Oliveira does, like Andrew Harris did, like
You know what? I don't know
John
why
Cornish
BC
did,
doesn't.
like so many different guys have done.
I don't know why BC doesn't use their fullback more if they want to pound it up the middle, because he's actually pretty good.
He is very good. I mean,
Yep.
he takes the snaps on third down.
Yep.
He plays quarterback. I mean, I don't know why we do not use Horvath more.
Well,
I don't.
and poor Charles Bryant there. He used to be on top of the world, and it was Eddie Steele today saying he is slow.
Okay, so we're finished with this? No, we're not.
I was thinking about making a pick.
Yes, I need a pick from you. Otherwise,
Go
you're not
ahead.
getting points.
What are you
didn't
doing,
make a
Scott?
pick.
Hurry up.
Come on, Scott. What the fuck?
My big issue with this game coming up from the last one is the Riders had a horrible secondary, and they were making big plays like it was out of the wild. I'm actually going to go Edmonton and 61 if it's available.
Edmonton 61. That's a wrap. That's a wrap on the picks. getting dark in my room here. I don't, the room that I'm in, I don't have any lights. It's kind of weird. I'm going to have to solve that problem as the season moves on because it's going to get darker sooner and sooner.
There's not a
Very
meat locker
soon.
in that room, is there, CJ?
What's that?
There's not a meat locker in that room, is there?
No. No.
Okay, you're scaring me.
That was a convincing answer.
No.
I just gave him an idea, can't you tell?
He's like right there, right there.
Look, I'm living in a home, in a house. I'm calling it a home because it's now mine. But I'm the only one that lives in this house. And I moved into it with zero furniture. So I have a kitchen table, I have a chair, I have a bed and a night table. The rest of the rooms are empty, okay? So the living room, dining room, family room has no furniture in it and there's no lighting because there's no lighting on the roof. So that's kind of where I am right now. I'm squatting in a house and I'm happy about it.
So CJ,
Like half the people in my neighborhood.
the first 2 years I was in Calgary, CJ, I
Yeah.
had an 85-inch TV, I had a lawn chair, and I had a bed. That's it.
Huh.
And I lived like that for 2.5 years.
And then you met Patty.
No, I eventually bought some used furniture, and I don't know why, but the way I looked at it is if I had to move, I could fit everything into my Mazda 323 and go on
You
to
can't
my
fit an
next
85-inch TV into it. Mazda 2-3.
Ratchet straps on top.
There you go.
I've been buying a lot of furniture. I've been buying a lot of furniture lately at the local secondhand furniture store, and I'm doing really well with that. So I do have some more furniture. It's not quite as sparse as what I explained it to be. It's getting better, but it's still very sparse. So
Throw some
So
solar
if I
lights in
come,
there.
if I come out there, CJ, you have a room for me?
I do. I have.
I can
I
bring,
do.
I can bring my own blow up air mattress. I'm good with that.
No. I got some beds now so that my grandkids can come and stay here. So
Oh, okay.
there's a queen size bed for you.
Okay.
Yeah, and after the 8th of April, there'll even be a mattress on it.
Cool.
There's a significance to that, but we'll leave it alone.
Yeah, please
Um,
do.
Yeah, so yeah, you're welcome to come out here and stay. Although it will be in the same town that your brother's in too, so you
Well,
might get
but
pissed.
CJ, I've stayed at my brother's once, okay? And the bed I slept on, I understand what being in, and I'm sorry if anybody's Jewish, being what it was like in Auschwitz, okay? Because the bed was horrible.
Okay,
And
this will be a brand new memory foam mattress
after the first
8th of
2 hours,
August.
I slept on the floor, CJ. Okay. It was that
Yeah,
much,
okay.
it was perfect.
The floor can be comfy sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you're welcome to stay here anytime, William. It's just me.
Okay, buddy. I'll remember
Okay. Yeah, you're more than welcome here, buddy. You too, Michael.
Yeah.
Rose, I don't think you want to come and stay here.
that.
I'm pretty sure you don't. But it is
It's
clean.
okay.
I do keep it clean.
Good.
Okay,
That's important.
that's it. Let's where are we going? Mike put up a little bit of an agenda here. Let's go through the pieces here. We've got a few minutes left. Does it make
Gotta
sense
go
for
through
the
the
Edmonton
Edmonton part.
fans? He's fucking nothing but Edmonton right away. Okay.
Always.
Is Colin Salter the answer to quarterback for BC while they wait for Rourke to return?
No.
Well, it's certainly not Chase Bryce.
It might be by default.
I mean,
We're gonna find out.
The question is valid. It says, while we wait for Rourke.
But
We
didn't
want
they
Rourke
bring in
to
that
come
guy
back.
from Ottawa?
No. Oh, yes, they
That-
did bring him in. Rourke is practicing right now, so he is limited reps right now. So he's probably not coming back this week, but we might see him the week after, or the week after that. So he's not far away.
Because is that correct? His shoulder injury is to the non-throwing
That's
arm.
correct.
Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
he's got a partial separation of the non-throwing arm.
Okay.
And he's throwing the ball now, so at least he's got movement in there. I don't know if he's got full range, but he's got movement. Lorenzo Malden unretires and signs with the BC Lions. Is it too late for BC? It's never too late for BC. We've been 0-5. We're 1-6 right now. We were 1-6 that year in 2011. I'm not saying that this is the same team because it's not. But it's never too
Never
late.
say never.
Never say never. I expect the BC Lions to make the playoffs, and for that to happen, Winnipeg and Edmonton won't. So, Chad Kelly,
I think BC has to be pretty much perfect for the rest of the year, or as soon as Nathan Rourke comes back. And if they're not, I don't think they're going anywhere.
I don't think they're going anywhere.
And I don't think they're that close to being a perfect team anyways. So
they're not a perfect team. Chad Kelly not to miss any more time from the Sankey hit to the neck. What a pussy.
Did he sorry, I saw that replay twice. Did he even hit him?
Yes.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah, he
With
did.
his shoulder, yes, he did.
It sure didn't look like it.
In the head?
No,
Yes.
he hit him in the shoulder.
I'll be honest. I looked at it many times too. It was late, but I don't actually know. Like I didn't actually see contact.
I
So I
watched
think
twice.
Honestly, I think the slide was late.
Yes,
I've
the
only
slide
watched
was late.
twice.
I didn't see any
Yeah,
contact.
but they never give a guy his late slide. I watched it twice and I didn't see contact and I didn't stop and look really hard. But now that you've said that, I'm gonna go downstairs later and watch the whole game.
I watched
'cause
it
got
many
on
times and I was
PVR.
like, I
Okay.
don't know.
I don't see the contact. I did see Kelly slide. He did slide, and he did get
Yeah.
hit after he slid, but he slid late. So, when he was already inside of the BC players when he started his slide, and then Sankey came in after.
But if
And I'm
you
going to be
slide,
honest
you
with
slide.
this. I'm going to be honest with this one is when you have a defender running their ass off to try to get to you, if you slide, I don't understand how you're really supposed to try to prevent that from happening because sometimes it's just going to happen.
That's why the quarterback should have an obligation to get down as soon as possible so the defender has a chance to change his direction.
I hate that rule. I always have.
I do too. I've always hated that rule. But the sliding
Henry
or the
Burris
hitting?
was the best one for it.
The slide in. I think we we protect the quarterback at all costs, and that's not really football.
I think the slide puts him in more jeopardy than it doesn't. Honestly, I think more quarterbacks get hurt sliding than they do standing up and taking the hit.
Yeah, because most players are trying to get down so that they don't hit you, and then when you slide, then you're down there, right?
Bringing them into their projection.
Sankey's not a dirty player. He never has been. He's never done anything in the past to make me think otherwise.
But
there was no way that was anything like that.
And so we don't have this question on here.
That's how Zach Collaros has gotten hurt, is on the slides.
Yeah, it is. More quarterbacks get hurt on the slide than anything else. I do have a question here that we do not have on the agenda. What do you guys think of Winston McManus's expulsion from the Hamilton game?
That was the stupidest thing I've ever fucking witnessed.
He kneed the guy in the head. I mean, seriously.
Oh yeah. He went right up to him and just
kicked him in the head there.
Sounds like Winston McManus.
That right there should be a 6-game suspension.
Well, it should be 6 games, but I would give him 2.
He barely hit him.
Michael, it doesn't matter. It's intent. It does not matter about force. It has to do with intent. He purposely kicked him in the head he kneed him. Okay.
Yeah.
And Hamilton Tiger Cat fans are arguing, well, he kneed him. He didn't kick him. And I said, no, you know what?
Doesn't matter.
That's the same thing. When you're using your leg as a projectile, doesn't matter whether it's your knee or your foot, you're kicking. It is part of the rules. It is that he should be suspended. He should have been expelled from the game. and he should be
was.
suspended, and we'll see what happens. Because that
he was
cost him 25 yards. It was first and goal from the 1.
Yeah, he was disqualified, but he should
I
get a
don't-
suspension.
I don't think it's a 6-game suspension.
No, that
I don't
might be
think
a
it's
little
6
harsh,
either, but
still,
it should
2
be
or
a
3 for
2-game
sure.
suspension, in which they'll argue and he'll get 1.
Yeah.
If he gets 1, he'll argue it and get none.
There's no
What's that?
room for that.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
agree with you.
That's where
cannot do
injuries
that.
come in. That's where injuries come in.
And
I'm
I
pretty sure
think
he
it's-
wasn't laying on that field going, I'm about to get kneed in the head. I'll protect myself.
Yeah.
That was bad.
It's an unacceptable event.
I agree with you. It goes to it's poor coaching, lack of discipline.
I don't think it's poor coaching. I mean,
I don't think you have to
and
hear from
he's
your
been in the
coach
league
that you
long enough
shouldn't
not.
kick
He
anybody in
knows
the
he
head.
shouldn't be doing this shit.
It's not the
Probably
first.
getting,
No excuse
probably getting
for it. And I
frustrated
don't
of
care
his
what he
lack of
did.
play.
I don't care what he's retaliating for. I don't care what the guy did to him. I don't care. You don't kick somebody in the head in the CFL.
Once again, all I can say is he was a Calgary Stampeder for the first 3 years of his career in Calgary, and he wasn't a Calgary Stampeder type player, and that's why they let him move on. Because if you think about it, he's been a starter in Hamilton for a long time now.
Yeah, it's
Toronto.
not a
Or
rookie.
Toronto and then Hamilton.
Toronto, yeah.
Right. Sorry, Toronto.
So Brady Oliveira reaches 6,000 yards rushing, but why is O'Shea not playing him at critical moments?
We've already discussed it.
We've already discussed
Yeah.
that one.
We have, but I don't. Yeah. Stamps sign Damon Alfred and Lance Boykin.
Damon Alfred is 6'6", 224 pounds. He played for them last year. He was their number 1 draft pick last year, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I wasn't that impressed with him, but he is a big target.
Yeah.
Is that
He's a
the
big
Moose?
target.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Moose. The Moose.
That's
He
the
played
Moose.
last week, I think, in Winnipeg.
Yeah, he did. He got a touchdown.
Yeah.
I thought.
Mhm.
Did he get a touchdown? Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, he did. They wanted to
Okay.
give him some reps, and
And like you
It was-
said, Scott, on one of those things, maybe he's the missing link. I don't think their
Maybe.
offense is I don't think their offense is the problem.
I think they're just
I was-
missing a big play guy up there.
They're missing some kind of leadership. That's all.
Okay, the next thing on the agenda here is attendance. It was a sellout in Winnipeg. Yay, we know that. Saskatchewan was 28,000. Very, very, very disappointed with the crowd in BC. 21,000 people. For the fact that we haven't had a home game yet this year, I don't know. Did that hurt the BC Lions' momentum in building their crowds? Having FIFA in here
Or-
for the
I think
first
it
part
would
of the
have
season?
been better if they had Nathan Rourke in there.
I'm gonna say I think it has a lot to do with Nathan Rourke. Nobody gave him a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
I agree.
well-
I mean, I was going to buy a $150 seat going into one of the boxes, and Nathan Rourke was injured, so I wasn't going to pay that money. I still wanted to go see the game, so I went and bought a cheap seat, right? So it's just, yeah. I mean, I'm disappointed with the fact I didn't get to see Nathan Rourke. How many people stayed home because of that?
A lot.
I
In
think
my
the
mind,
record also does not help.
Hey, CJ, you didn't tell me. Did you go swimming at the big pool party or not?
I did not.
In
How
your
come?
speedo?
There was
Good
a bunch of Toronto Argonaut guys there that
Yeah.
were excessively, we'll call them,
Under the influence?
if you were a medical profession, you would call them morbidly obese,
Okay.
okay? And they were wearing blue Speedos.
Speedos. Okay, all right.
Oh,
Now,
Okay.
now
That's
did,
scary.
did Charles get in the water?
No, Charles did not get in the water.
So I
And
guess
there
you could
was
say
there
those
was a
players
couple
were-
of pools. There was a couple of swimming pools up there, but there was a lot of bubbles in them, and one was completely full of little kids, and one had a
Okay.
bunch of adults that had consumed too much alcohol.
So would you say those Toronto Toronto fans swimming, would you say they had taken some crack?
They were showing some crack.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot
Did
of
they
people
announce
that
the
were
urine
wearing
level?
beach wear of different types, mostly not football related, but there was a lot of people that were wearing different types of beach wear, so they were in the theme of the pool party. But these Toronto Argonaut fans were very scary looking. It was like, oh my God, I cannot unsee this. Why would you do that? I don't know. It kind of, if you guys were Easterners, you would know what I was talking about by the French men in Florida in the wintertime. Okay. Where they're way too big
Yes.
around the midsection or
Yes.
above the midsection and it's flopping over. And you should not be wearing a Speedo. It's just like there's rules against this. There's just rules. Okay. Anyhow, why do you have a women's national basketball news in here?
Great question. Just delete it.
Yeah.
We're not talking about women's basketball unless you have an opinion, Rose.
I do not have an opinion.
Thank you.
I have an opinion, but it's not a good one. I don't want to.
Thank you, Rose.
Dykes
I
are
get it.
cheating on
All those
Dykes.
players,
So no,
all those
we're just
players
not
must
going
look
there.
like all those players must look like Claire Hanna or something. I don't know.
Oh fuck.
Where
No,
she
we're
was
talking about
covering it.
we're talking about Dykes cheating with Dykes. So no,
Oh my lord!
That might be Claire Hanna though.
You can't say
No.
that, CJ.
No,
I can't say that. I've said a lot of things on our podcast. That's why
No,
we've got a
you're not
podcast,
allowed to
because I
say
got
those
kicked out of
things.
every other one. We use some of
Hey.
those words that we're not supposed to use.
can I have one?
You know, it's funny. The other day at work, a forklift driver came up to me and said, "I had an accident. I ran over a little bunny rabbit. He just ran underneath my wheels of my forklift." And I said, "How long ago?" He said, 45 minutes. And I said, "We can still make stew." And a couple of people sitting around me were a little offended by that, okay?
Can I have 30 seconds?
Yeah.
There's a friend in our chat group, Thomas Bailey.
Oh fuck.
You irritate the hell out of me when you're constantly coming back and saying that you're never going to come to Edmonton Stadium because of the name change. What is it what is it about a football name, a team's name that it's not to me a big deal. You're there for the football as a community. It's a great community event. That team, the organization has busted their ass over the last 2 years to turn that franchise around. And I am irritated to no end with Mr. Bailey because he constantly brings up the Eskimo bullshit. I don't want to bring it up, that part of it, but God, why would you even be on our respond to any of our posts if you didn't care about the game and care about Edmonton? Obviously you do. So here's my pledge. If you go to a game, Thomas, I'll buy you 2 tickets to go to a game. I'll call the Edmonton and I will get you 2 tickets to a game. But damn it, don't give me the bullshit that you don't care, because I know you do. That's my spill.
So
Mike, that was
I
more
have
than 30 seconds.
I have
Sorry.
a question. I have a question, and this is a fresh voice. Rose, what do you think of the whole Elks thing?
I'm mortified that they changed the name to the Elks. I
Okay.
won't accept the Elks. I go and I cheer for the Eskimos. We cheer the cheer song properly. I just ignore it. As a matter of fact, the best news is I found a guy online today that's making me new Eskimo gear with the actual Eskimo logo. I've been looking and looking because my old stuff's getting pretty ratchet. So I'm going to have new Edmonton Eskimo t-shirts to go to the game, and I just ignore it.
And how many people do you think do the same thing?
Well, my whole gang.
Because you must know a whole bunch of people in your section.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
So-
we still like, so the girls behind me are pretty woke. So they thought it was a good idea. And then everybody else, we just, like I said, we stand up, we sing the fight song with we're cheering fight, fight, fight on Eskimos. And all of us wear Eskimo gear. Like nobody, there's a few people with elks, but it's not the stupid deer, it's an EE, but it actually says elks on it.
Yeah.
So I just think it's ridiculous to me, it has been awful over the last few years going into that stadium and watching that terrible garbage on the field. It's been awful. I don't care what you call them. I had names for them, and Elks wasn't one of them. And now they're competitive. And what did I say to you, CJ? All I want is that I don't care if they win a Grey Cup. I just want them to be competitive, and they haven't been for a long time. And they're competitive now. Are they going to go 18-0? No, they're not. Well, I guess
They've
they're
already
really not
lost.
because they already lost one. But they're going to win some games, and they're
Who the
winning games at
Lions?
home. You know?
Who the Lions they lost. In the
I just-
jungle, the mighty jungle, the lions sleep tonight. Okay.
I just love the team. And I don't think about the name and I'm not invested in the name. But one guy Mr. Bailey just irritates me to no end.
Michael,
It's because he knows he gets underneath your skin.
Don't,
Yeah,
there's
let
a
it go.
million
You
of
gave
them.
him too much time
Don't let
already.
him do it.
Sorry.
let
Let
it
it
go.
go.
It's not worth your time. He's not worth your time there. And it's the same thing with me and Let's Talk CFL, the Facebook group. We got 14,500 members on there. And if somebody's going to be an asshole, I'm just going to hit the delete button because I don't care. Goodbye. Shut up. I don't care about you. Go away. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? I
Just-
really
just-
don't care. If you don't want to participate in a productive manner, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for
Just stop
Don't
talking.
don't buy him a football team. Hit the delete button. If you can't hit the delete button, ask me to. I will.
So it was a mistake to change the name. It really hurt
mistake.
the franchise.
Yeah.
Badly. And they're now really trying to recover. And I hope they do because I want to be able to go to games.
I agree with you 100% on everything you said. I still think they need to change their name again.
I think
Yeah.
so too, but
It needs to.
Back.
The Elks was rammed down their throat, and nobody liked it. It was not even in the top 5 selections of what the fans had picked. I mean, I would rather have the Evil Empire because
that's
at
what
least
I
they
said. I said I would have
they-
been way less pissed off if it was the Edmonton Empire.
right.
But-
So, and they've been known as the Evil Empire for decades. That it would have fit, right? And the EE
Yeah.
is still working. But to pick a prey animal when everybody else is a predator, it makes no sense to me at all. So I'm okay with that. But we have to turn off the show right now because it's game over here. We're past our time. This has been Let's Talk CFL podcast episode number 660. I've been your host, Christopher Jones, and I'm going to say goodnight and take care. We'll watch some football this weekend because there's 4 great games that are going on, and we are week 10. Week 9, week 9, week 10.
9.
We're going into week 9. And out of an 18-game season, that's pretty much, we're not quite halfway because it's 21 weeks, but we're getting there. We're almost halfway through the season. So watch some football. It's going away fast, unfortunately. William, say goodnight.
Good night, everybody. I want you to remember one thing this weekend. Go Stamps!
What is that? Is
The
that a
bell.
bell?
It's a cowbell.
Why?
Oh boy.
Because it's red.
He got some of that cocaine from the pool party.
Yeah, you know what
It's not
the worst
cocaine,
thing
that's
is, buddy?
fentanyl.
You know the
That's
worst thing is, buddy?
fentanyl.
Never done drugs in my life. I'm just naturally like this.
You have no excuse then, is what you're telling us.
No, I don't.
Michael, say
No, I
goodnight.
don't.
Good night, everybody. And Edmonton, get out there and support that team and enjoy the football weekend.
So did you say you've never done drugs in your life, William?
Never, sir.
So you have no idea what it's like to drop acid?
Well, on the other hand, I tell everybody my drug of choice was alcohol because it is a drug, in my opinion.
It
Okay.
is.
But I haven't done that for 10 years. So
Yeah. Okay. Rose, say goodnight.
Good night, everybody. Looking forward to the games. I can't wait for Saturday night. I hope we stay dry.
You might blow the roof off the stadium. Scott, say
I
goodnight.
can.
Good night, everyone. Enjoy the weekend. Watch some good football. It's going to be some good games, and some things are going to be decided this weekend.
Michael, did you sign off?
no, he did. Did he? Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, there, I hit the stop recording button. Let's see what happens.